What is going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning into another edition of On the Road to Victory. I am your host, Jimmy Smith, and I hope you're all having yourselves a fantastic Saturday. We're here for the practice squad elevations, any activations before the Week 11 game between the Eagles and their opponent, the Detroit Lions. And they've got a plethora of injuries. Eagles looking to get a little bit healthier, so we're going to talk about it. We're going to take a look at both the updated depth charts so you can see what both teams look like. Saturdays at 4 o'clock is the deadline to get your activations, elevations in for teams. Obviously, you got to wait till tomorrow for the game inactives, but this is a show to give you a look at what both teams will look like for the game tomorrow. But I appreciate you taking the time. You guys have any questions, comments, leave them down below. Appreciate all of the support, hitting the like button, sharing, subscribing, becoming members, hyping these videos up. All that stuff really does help, and I can't thank you enough for it. But we're going to jump right into this bad boy. Hope you're all having a great weekend out there. Let's start off with the Philadelphia Eagles. And another week where, now last week they did have one, but a lot of weeks here. I feel like this is the third or fourth game where the Eagles don't have any elevations, and we don't have any activations either. So therefore that means Willie Lampkin will be out for this game. You know, he practiced in full the last 2 weeks. So I assume next week will be the week that they either decide to take him off and allow him to be on this roster, which I do believe is the plan, because you have 3 weeks once you open that window. And if they don't come back, the season is over. So I think he will be back next week. But for now, he's still on IR. So obviously you will not see him on this depth chart. But Eagles get their center, Cam Jurgens, back. Let's effing go. Lane Johnson healthy, ready to rock and roll. Everyone else good. So we're healthy. And we talked about this after the bye. Let's, get healthy, stay healthy. And it's football, man. Stuff happens. But really great sign to see all these guys back and ready to rock and roll here. And on the defensive side of the ball, we got guys coming off of IR too, Ja'Cory and Bennett. So I've talked about this. Jair Alexander, I didn't have much hope for. I like Bennett. I like Michael Carter II. Michael Carter II helps you as a nickel corner, one of those dime cornerbacks, help you as a safety, do all kinds of stuff. So he's a versatile D-back, completely different subject from playing that cornerback too, where Adoree Jackson is really improved, and we talk about giving him his flowers each week, and we've done that for a while now. So it's his job to lose to Ja'Cory and Bennett, but he's off of IR. He's healthy now. We'll see if he can do something to prove maybe he should get this job. But either way, if Jackson keeps playing well, I think it'll be his job. So not sure if Bennett gets it. I'm a big fan of his game, but having shoulder injuries like that, a very unfortunate thing for him, and Jackson's been playing well. So got depth at least. I'm pumped up, and we're healthy. So, all right. And in the special teams department, everybody's healthy there. So we got our return game as well, all three phases of the game, and it's a great sign for the Philadelphia Eagles, and I'm pumped up. And I can't wait, for guys like Nolan Smith to not be on limited snap count and get this defense really, growing, and Makuba to continue to develop, and Jalen Phillips will only get better in this defense. So I'm excited about everything all around. I think this is going to be a game, I've told you, where the Eagles should be able to beat up on them. And now they've got quite an amount of injuries where I feel even more confident about the fact that the Eagles are the better team, but can definitely beat them tomorrow night. So let's take a look at what the Lions got going on here. And again, some really important injuries that it's always next man up. And, that's everywhere in the NFL, not just the Eagles. So the Lions are a greatly coached team here. And I think that, they'll be of that mindset. But when you lose major pieces, that's a pretty crappy thing. And Sam LaPorta, he's a pretty big piece of that offense. So their tight end placed on IR with a back injury, and that's really unfortunate to see. They also brought an offensive lineman up. They signed to the active roster. You'll see in a second here. Also got rid of Pat O'Connor. He was on the IR. They just put him there, then got rid of him with an injury settlement. So no doubt. But the elevations that the Lions made today, 2 receivers. So Tom Kennedy and Jackson Meeks, the rookie. All right. Not really sure about that one with the injuries they have, but they know what they're doing. I would assume special teams help there. Don't really need them on offense. So 2 special teamers, no doubt. But you'll see here, they had a bunch of guys throughout the week. If you were watching the show, keeping you up to date with the injuries, you could see all of the guys that could have came off of their respective injury lists here. But Davenport and Reed on IR will stay there for this week. Frazier and Rodriguez on the PUP list, and Pascal will stay on the NFI list. So obviously not going to see them in this game or on the depth chart here. And Sam LaPorta added to that IR, as you can see there. And looking at the offense now, Brock Wright, I would assume, is going to play. You did not elevate the only tight end you have on your practice squad, the rookie Horton, but you do have Wright and Dwelly there. So Wright is questionable. We'll see. I would imagine he plays. But you got Decker and Sewell. I would assume they're going to play. You brought Michael Nisi there, a backup center, no doubt. So I guess you don't need any other tackles there. And then bringing two receivers when, Tesla is now questionable also. That just popped up today. So we'll see if he's out, if that's why they have Tom Kennedy there. But you've already still got Raymond and Williams and St. Brown. So not sure what their plan is there. But, so all the other guys, you see Sailors and Baki in orange there, questionable for this game. But plethora of injuries. But if, they elevated wide receivers, you would assume the other positions are all right. And then on defense, I thought maybe Trey Flowers, the corner. But you've got Mollett, Whiteside, Rock Ya-Sin, Avonte Maddox. So those are going to be the corners tomorrow. Terry and Arnold is out, but it sounds like Amik Robertson's also going to be out. He's questionable, but we'll find out tomorrow with the game inactives. And then Kirby Joseph out for another game. Thomas Harper's been playing the last few games for him. So he'll step in, but they didn't elevate anyone to the secondary there. So no doubt. And then the special teams department, Sailors, as you saw with the running backs, is questionable for this one. So Reynolds, Raymond, probably your kick returners for this game. But that's all the elevations, activations, injuries, all that stuff that you got there. All I've got for you. But if you have anything you would like to add, any questions, please leave them down below. I'll be back tomorrow for the pregame show. Probably around like 7 o'clock-ish. We'll get the game in actions. We'll talk about this game. We'll recap everything. I'd love to hear from you guys. Hopefully you checked out all the other shows. We had the top matchups just the other day. We had all kinds of, looks like this one. Top matchups right here. Go check that bad boy out. There's behind enemy lines. You want to hear about the Lions and all that great stuff. But, tried my best to keep you up with all the injuries. Hopefully you're ready for this game. Hope to see you tomorrow. Hope you're having a great weekend. Might make a sicko Saturday. Going to try. It's busy weekend, but I hope you're having a good one. And I'll definitely see you tomorrow for this pregame show. So have a good one, and love each and every one of you. You need anything, please feel free to reach out. Always here for you guys as you are for me. Appreciate you hitting the like button, subscribing. Sorry, just really out of it. Still trying to breathe a little bit. Was out at the game last night. Good game, but didn't end the way I wanted. It's all right. My nephew still played awesome, and a big shout out to him for a great high school career there. And proud of you, buddy. It was a win on the field. Had a huge third down stop to cause 4th and 1 to help the team stay in a chance to win. Unfortunately, the offense couldn't get it done, but proud of you, Chase. Love you, dude. And I love each and every one of you. Hope you have a great weekend. Hope to see you tomorrow night. Oh, baby, we're going to beat some Lion behind. See you then. But until then, I am Jimmy Smith, and this is On the Road to Victory. You all stay safe out there, and as always, go Birds!